Hi beauties, how are you doing? Hopefully you are good. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, it's all about how to tuck in hair, especially when you are using different color with natural hair. I'll be showing you step by step from the beginning to the end, and this method works pretty good or works perfect for the braids or wool. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. But if you are new to this family, you're welcome. My name is Glory Mtui. Before you leave, kindly give this video a big thumbs up, because if you do so, YouTube will push this video and this video will reach more people. And don't forget to subscribe as well. I'll be using all sand gel to apply on the session before I braid, and I use color 30 of this Brazil wool. I use total of 6 packs. I apply some gel on the section, then I divide. You may either decide to go with the biggest section or small, it's all up to you. So after I part the section, I go ahead and I divide the section into small 3 even sections. Then I start to braid, and this is how I do regular braids. I usually pick the first section from the left, and then middle goes to the right side. So after I braid like 5-6, I usually turn the hands and do braids like this way. I hope the more you watch, you'll understand more than the way I explain, because sometimes it's a bit complicated to explain braids, but the more you watch, you will understand. So then I will not braid till the end of her hair, because every time when I do protective style, I always think how to take the hair down. So to avoid wasting long time taking this hair down, I'll braid halfway. So when she wants to take this hair down, it will be easier for her. So after that, I go to the next section. I repeat the same thing. I divide her natural hair into 3, and then I pick the first section from the left, but here you may either decide to pick from the right, or you may either decide to pick from the middle. It's all up to you. But then when you are preparing the base, or when you are doing regular braids, don't tie too tight, because later I'll be showing you crochet method, and once you tie too much, it will be a little bit hard to crochet the wool in. So make sure you are doing loose to avoid any tension. And in this method, you may either decide to go with bigger sections or smaller sections. It's all up to you, but the guarantee of using this method is your protective style is going to last longer, because you'll be able to tuck in natural hair very well. And once you will be able to tuck in well natural hair, your client's hair, or you are natural hair, then you will make your protective style last longer. I almost done with preparing the base. As you can see, this is the last section, and I repeat exactly the same thing I did in the previous sections. And as you can see here, the sides, the more I move to sides, I hold the hair in the different sides, so that it will be easier for her to style her protective style in all the ways she wants. So don't forget that when you are doing your hair, or when you are doing your client's hair. So this is how the sections looks like. And then, because I work with the small sections, each section I use 7 strands, but you may either decide to use less than that or to use more than that depending on the size of your sections. So after that, I take only 1 strand, as you can see. Then I use this to wrap. When you are wrapping, don't wrap too tight because you don't want to cause any tension. And then you may either decide to wrap couple times, and once you feel like the hair is well secure, I go ahead and I divide the wool into 2. I don't need to divide the hair because I work with very small sections, so it's so easy to manage this hair in the same section. So I put her natural hair in one side, while other side I braid without her natural hair or without her hair. At this point, gel is so important. As you can see, her hair is natural, so you have to make sure you are using gel so that it will be easier for you to tuck in the hair. Of course, it's a little bit difficult to tuck in like 100%, but then at least you try your best to tuck in 85 to 90%. As you can see, after I apply some gel, it's so easy to tuck in the hair. And then I keep roll and twist, and before I roll, I make sure I tuck in the hair. I use the wool to cover her natural hair, then I roll and twist, roll and twist. And because I work with a smaller section, I make sure I tell her to hold in the beginning of her hair because I don't want to cause tension. I don't want to pull her hair so much, so I make sure I tell her to hold in the beginning. Then I can go a little bit faster because she want like longer up to her butt. And then I will not showing you how I do till the end because I repeat exactly the same thing, so I'll be showing you only how I tuck in the hair. After I pass her natural hair, I just do regular twist, which is roll and twist, and at that point it's so easy because you don't need to worry like something or you're going to leave something out. Just roll and twist normal way. Again, after I crochet, I make sure both sides they are even because I don't want to start make twists and then later I find one side is longer while other side is short. So after I make sure both sides they are even, I take 1 strand and I wrap. You may need to wrap couple times to make sure like the wool is well secure. Then go ahead and divide the hair into 2. And once you are dividing the wool or your hair, make sure you'll not release the section you use to wrap because you don't want the hair to unravel. And then before I twist, I make sure I tuck the hair or I use the wool to cover her natural hair. And then I roll and twist, roll and twist. And once I find it's a little bit hard to cover her natural hair, I apply some gel so that it will be easier for me to cover her natural hair.